Okay, let's try this again. We're having some technical difficulties. Let's see if this is gonna work. I was just talking away and then it just like closed down before. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. I don't know what's going on. Um, I don't know. But I wanted to jump on today and just share a tangible item that you can use. And it's a free tool that one of my friends created. Um, and I was just thinking about different ways for people to help really create a place to be more mindful right now, and to also just have a place to reset for yourself. And so I remember, so I've been actively practicing mindfulness, like being present and creating space like that for a lot of years now. But I remember before I recognized or was introduced to that, I didn't even know what that meant, right? Like people would say, oh, be mindful. And I'm like be thoughtful? You mean like be caring? I don't know. So, which are all, I think, things that you could definitely incorporate into that same title or same phrase. But I hope this is working this time, you guys. I literally like have been trying to live stream like for a lot of minutes and it keeps cutting out. So I don't even know if you can hear me or if this is working. If it is, like hit the like button or comment or something. This is really strange. Anyway, so I remember not really knowing what mindfulness even meant, or what that was. And so when that happened, or when I started to recognize the difference, it became one of my favorite tools. And so basically what that means is allowing yourself the space to slow down enough to pay attention to what's really going on, to not just go through the motions, right? And like, what more of an instance do we need than this to be put into that situation, right? Like, we are very much so all in a space where we're not really able to just go through the motions anymore. And maybe that was your norm, or maybe that's kind of where you were residing before, and maybe not even purposefully, right? Like a lot of times we don't even realize that that's what we're doing. Um, but so it's kind of impossible right now to just go through the motions because things have changed so much, right? And there's a lot of unknowns and different things like that. Oh, thank you, Juri. I don't know why, like, I don't know what's going on with my phone. Um, so anyways, so allowing yourself some space to really focus in on decision, like things as you're moving forward. So one of the things that I teach the most is intentional living, because I wholeheartedly believe in the fact that if you're being intentional with all the things that you're doing, the words that you're speaking, the interactions that you're having, you're choosing those things versus just going through the motions or just reacting or responding just because, it really will alter your whole state of being. It will really alter um, your existence in general, but also how you're processing things that are happening to you, around you, all of that. So mindfulness kind of embodies or like blankets that whole thing. So a couple things that suggestions like is journaling is my number one go-to all the time to clear our minds, but allowing yourself some quiet time if you can, like even if that's just in the shower, but doing it mindfully, doing it intentionally. Like, I need a break, I'm gonna go take a 20-minute shower or 10-minute shower and just breathe and just relax, or whatever that might be. But giving that space to yourself intentionally, and not like once you get to the point where you can't like function and you're so aggravated, but trying to do it proactively is ideal. But one of the things I want to share with you so big is, so my friend Greg Anderson started this company a couple years ago. I guess it's been a couple years now, but it's an app called One Mind. And One Mind is a place where he hosts live meditations, like live group meditations. And so he schedules it. So it's one of those things where, like, I think a lot of times we don't know what, like, unless you've practiced the art of meditating and made that be a part of your normal, like a lot of us don't, people are very intimidated by it and they don't know what that means. They don't know what to do. And so with Greg's app, it is actually kind of takes a lot of that guesswork out of it. And it's a free app where he literally jumps on, or he pre-schedules them and he gets on and he hosts these meditations. And the nice part is, and so for somebody who meditates all the time, I can feel the difference when I'm doing it live, because there's people all over the world that are tuning in and doing it too. And so it just creates so much more space. And it's like in a place right now where we need more connection, and we're not like, we need more positive connection. It's just like, if you don't take advantage of it, you're missing out, is basically what I'm trying to say. And so Greg has, I think there's like 6 different meditations scheduled for next week. And again, they're all free, and you just download the app. So it's called One Mind. And when you download it, like the image is just, it's like a little, looks like a guy kind of sitting Indian style, but it's like blue. And you'll just see it. It's called One Mind, and it's a meditation app, and you download it, and then you'll see the upcoming events, and you can just register for them. And again, it's all free. And then at the time, like 5 minutes before, your phone will notify you so that you can put your headphones in or get wherever you're going and join in. And it's like, his meditations are usually 15 minutes long, around that moment. So it's like, if you can't make 15 minutes to like bring yourself back to reality and bring yourself back to center and chill out and like allow yourself to really harness this magical thing you have within you that's called mindfulness, like that really allows you to handle life differently and navigate life differently in a good way. Like, dude, trust me, like making the time for that 15 minutes matters. Like, it makes all the difference. And, you know, I don't talk about meditation publicly very much, to be honest, because a lot of people just laugh and they're like, yeah, okay, whatever. But you know, what's interesting is that I have family members who have always like kind of, you know, not understood what I do for a living or anything, but they've had stress issues or anxiety or heart problems or all these different things. And they go to the doctor, and their doctors, their medical MD doctors, are prescribing meditation for them because it lowers stress levels. It creates calm. It creates a different level of understanding and mindfulness. And if you're experiencing a lot of anxiety and stress and frustration and anger and fear and grief and whatever emotions are that you're feeling right now, like, first of all, let yourself feel your feelings. Like, that's okay. You're allowed to feel your feelings. You don't need to cling to them tightly and decide that that's where you're going to camp out and live forever, but you're allowed to feel them. Like, let yourself stop it. Let yourself experience whatever it is you need to experience. But please come here. Shh. But practicing and giving yourself this 15 minutes, and whether you're utilizing Greg's app, which is just always nice because it's live, so like showing up with a person at a certain time, so it tends to be easier to commit to doing it that way. And like I said, the experience is definitely really different. It's really cool. But then you can also use any other apps. Like, there's one called Calm. There's one called Insight Timer. And Insight Timer was my go-to for many, many years because there's like thousands of free meditations that you could just choose like time frames. You can choose one. Stop. We got a little dog war going on over here. Bonnie. Anyway, so that was what I wanted to share with you today. I will find the link for Greg's app and I'll put it below so you guys can check it out. I highly suggest it. It's free. Like, why would you not get free, basically coaching from a man who has traveled the world and gotten so educated on the best ways to really take control of what's going on here, and, you know, the mind-body connection and all of these things. Like, taking advantage of being able to learn from him is a smart move. It's a smart thing to do. So I will give you guys that link, but that's really just what I wanted to kind of leave you with, is to think about how important mindfulness is now, even more so than ever before. So if you guys have any questions ever about that and like how you can create it, I do talk about it a lot, actually. If you pay attention, you'll see that. But I'd be more than happy to help. And just stay well, guys. Do some deep breathing if you need to. Like, keep yourself centered and calm as much as you can, because the alternative of being stressed and chaotic is not helping, and it's not helping your immune system either. So keeping yourself as centered as you can and as calm as you can is ideal. So I'll talk to you guys later. I hope you have a good rest of your day.